Hello everyone, I'm your host Boss Zombie. Welcome back to what I think can be the final episode of Lonesome Road. Fallout New Vegas. Things, stuff. Sure, I can wrap this. Oh, wow, that's a lot of experience. I don't think I'll be leveling up because there's something hostile. Wait, what's the name of this quest? I didn't get to see it. What is it called? The Courier. Rescue Eddie. Wait. Maybe Ulysses was the one stringing up the marksmen.
No hostiles detected. Continuing further.
Is it structures? No. Gladiators? Nope, even further. Surrenders? There we go. How come I didn't get experience? Disengage lock. That was weird.
Threat analysis. Yellow. Scanning for hostiles.
See, that one gave me experience. Wow, am I gonna level up again? Oh no, I still haven't leveled up, that's why. The game must be yelling at me. Let me level you up. There's lots of shit in this room. That is a pristine toaster.
Alert. Non-combatants are advised to leave the area. Win in progress. Lethal force may be used without warning.
I'll sweep your security. Fuck you! Oh wow, you do not give a shit. You do not give a shit.
Threat neutralization.
There we go. I'm gonna take... Actually, why did I scroll the way to the bottom for that? It's up here. I wanna take... Where the hell is it? It's level 8, isn't it? Oh no, there it is, Mad Bomber. I can make more things now. Okay, so note to self, when fighting things with high damage thresholds, don't go in VATS. VATS is useless. But for some reason, it's not triggering it correctly. What is this? Inactive occupied, blah, blah. Active eyeball maintenance area. No. Active main corridor. Oh, here we go. So I do a yes. Now there's gonna be lots of things that want to kill me. Fuck you. Making me waste a stim pack. Open repair pod 2. Eddie! Eddie? Must have been override function piggybacked on that broadcast. That's what pulled you here. You okay? What happened? You just took off... I just explained what happened, okay. Override frequencies, that was Ulysses just called you here? But why would he do that? It wasn't to lure me here. Ulysses already knew I was coming. Whatever he's planning, Ulysses obviously wants you here. Come on, I'd hate to disappoint him. Yeah. Eddie! Oh! What the hell is that? Oh, it must be just apart from the turret that was there. Oh, right, I can make those now. Can I not make the cluster grenade? Wait. FC cluster. FC cluster. FC cluster. This is not organized at all. Oh, I actually need other components. Well, you can actually make... The MC grenade is a pretty damaging, powerful grenade just made out of 3 microfusion cells. It's impressive. I don't need those, though. Not right now. Awesome. Flamer fuel. Convert MFC, SEC to ECP. Okay. MFC to ECP. Cool. Eddie. Talk to. Can you repair my weapon? Thank you. Talk to. And you dialogue? Nope. Alright, cool. All that's left. Oh, yeah. Eddie, activate this commissary. And I need this, probably. Eddie, where the hell are you going? Sip swap. Thank you. Oh, wow, they blatantly just give you that auto dock right there, because, like, this is the final bit. Hope you're ready. I'm gonna save, just in case. Once you ascend this elevator, you cannot return until you end this. If you have anything else you want to do before going ahead, take care of it now. Elevator! Now, before I confront anyone... I knew I'd miss some Ralphie posters. 3. Jesus. Oh, there's one right there. Where's number 6? Where's number 6? Where's number 6? Problematic if I can't find the last one. Is it like behind the missile? Save again just in case. Fuck. Oh, there it is. Yay! This. Saving one more time, because this is an important bit.
So you came, courier. To what? Watch your homeland burn one last time? Kill me, perhaps? Judging by your shadow, maybe you can't let your machine go. Doesn't matter now. Either way, the Divide Giants are awakening. The missiles here on their way home. There is no way to stop them.
Still don't understand. Why are you doing this?
You've answered your own question, and you'll die with that question on your lips. You don't see, listen, even when it's all around you. No matter if I nailed it into your head like a gift from Caesar. You brought the Divide to life, courier. You walked the road, brought the bear, Then the bull brought me, following your tracks. And when I saw the divide you made, I saw a second chance, a new way of thinking. My world, no longer the East. And you brought the West in that package. Destroyed it all. Nearly killed me, flesh and spirit. You destroyed something larger than the bear, greater than the bull. And even when you could have turned away, you brought it again in that machine. You destroyed a nation taking its first breath. A place that could have been my home. Now, I'll destroy yours.
If you meant to kill me, no. I have to be very careful with my options. What happened to the divide? What I did was an accident. What you're doing, it's madness.
No. Now there is purpose.
Porpoise?
I believe you when you say you were careless. The divide, the chip, the machine you brought here. Many messages can be taken from that, intended or not. What I do now is an act of conviction.
Yeah, if you blame me for the divide, let me answer it, not others.
Blame you? No. Learned from you. Both the weapon to kill a nation and the strength to do it. You showed me a road, a way to carry my message. You've already answered for what you've done. Now the flag you follow will answer for it.
So you intend to bomb the Mojave?
No, not the Mojave. The West. All that's been built since America died. Same symbols as before the war. Now a flag carried by a tribe of children. You walked the West, didn't stay. You know the reason. The bear grows without structure, follows a symbol without knowing its history. After this, only one flag will remain over the Mojave. Let that one fly, or destroy itself.
You can't destroy the West, even with all the missiles here.
No need to destroy the bear. Just cut its throat. You taught me that at the divide. Only need to cut off the supply line, the road, to watch something greater die. I'll turn the long 15 into miles of fire. Cut off the Mojave. NCR will fall back, lose Hoover Dam, and leave their throats exposed to the Legion.
You might not believe in nations. I actually very difficultly picked to follow no one in this playthrough, and it's hard because there's tiny little things you can do. You saw with the Boulder City thing. You might not believe in nations. I do.
Yet you follow nothing at all. You have walked the Mojave. Let the shadow of flags fall upon you. Yet walk carelessly. No allegiance. Your words empty as your actions.
I need to know what you're doing this, not for my sake, for history's sake.
The why of it. You taught me the why of it. If you believe in something enough, you must be willing to let it burn, lest it claim you. These governments of the two-headed bear, the Legion, they carry old world ideas into an age that no longer needs them, where they cannot live.
Ooh, it's a big... I'm not talking about NCR Legion, I'm talking about our history.
Our history. The divide. That history has been written, its lessons learned. There's nothing more to be dug from these cracks in the earth, no more fury to be torn from its sky.
You can go home again, courier. Not a message for me, for you.
My home in the East, Drywells, is no more. It is part of the Legion. The only other home, the chance of a home, was what you built at the Divide. Then you destroyed it.
You said a home is a place you breathe life into, a moment where you know who you are.
There is truth in that. History has proven it. But Mojave's proof that no homeland is sacred until the larger symbols are destroyed. Whatever is built, the bear, bull, even Vegas, will tear it apart, convert it, either with purpose or by accident.
The Divide survived in you. If it felt like something fighting for you, can rebuild it.
Nothing can prevent what comes. The missiles will launch. These questions, your words or mine, what do they matter to you?
Well, I just said all that because I'm betting you have some way to stop all this.
So, you resort to trickery. You were hoping that you could deceive me, reveal that somehow I can stop all this.
Drama queen.
Your nation will burn as intended, and the last words of its messenger were not for its people, but to beg for mercy.
Fuck, did I screw up the dialogue check? If I couldn't stop me, Mojave couldn't kill me, you don't have much chance.
I'll finish history's work. If the Divide couldn't kill you, perhaps these spears of the old world can. Let's end this, courier. You and I, here with the old world flag as witness.
Fuck me. Alright, I'm gonna cut and I'll get back to the right option. Alright, I'm back. So I think I have to pick this option. Even if the missiles launch and I die here, if I can convince you that's enough for me.
It is enough. It may be that as much destruction has been written in the earth here, you may build something else, as you built the Divide. You have spoken truly. There is a shadow of a nation behind you, the hope of a people, yet it may not matter. The Divide still stands against us.
What do you mean?
Our enemies gather outside.
It looked like he just looked
Shadows
at
of the bear and a bull. They will have found their way in, just as you did. It was always my intention. In case I could not kill you, the marked men would flood this place, cut off your escape. If we cannot prevent what comes, then let us make our stand here. Two couriers together at the Divide. They come for us, east and west alike.
This is fucking nuts. Run. Be careful. There's people there. That's it? That was so easy.
If we're done here, let's leave the Divide behind. If we get separated, I'll meet you above Hopeville, near the canyon wreckage.
This terminal is already engaged in its countdown sequence and the abort code has been overridden. You might be able to change the missile's target or accelerate the countdown and launch the missiles immediately. Attempt to cancel. The abort code is encrypted with an incredibly advanced pre-war military encryption sequence. You'd have to be a code-breaking robot to crack it in time. Ask Eddie for help.
Experiment log 369248/A. iBot Duraframe Universal Interface Override System. This is Dr. Whitley presiding. Initial tests of the override system are promising. Against unsecured or lightly encrypted targets, the iBots have a 98% success rate. More heavily protected systems are still problematic. Military-grade encryption presents a very real possibility of critical overload of key systems. We've stopped tests before any robots were destroyed. But if we don't address the problem, our iBots will fry themselves hacking military networks.
Are you saying you can stop the missile? The log said this kind of encryption would kill you. I want you... There must be another way. If you're really sure you want this, okay, go ahead and stop the missile and goodbye. Eddie's enhanced sensors perk. Run! Oh. What was that? It's like skipping too fast. As last gesture, he sent one last signal to his counterpart on how to pass it along with the courier taught him the device. The one from which the Eddie from the divide. From now, the courier knew Eddie's history and could carry even the iBot.
Hopeville burned, lightless in the night. Invisible fires of radiation scorching it from within and without. It is said a man still walked its streets with a tattered jacket, an old world flag etched on the back. He remained there, perhaps as punishment for the scars he left on the wastes, or a reminder of a history he could not forget. For Ulysses, his journey was over. The courier had been the end of his road. As for the courier, he turned his back on his home for the second time and made his way back, navigating the treachery of the divide. Tunnelers and the marked men avoided the lone figure, as if recognizing the courier's right to passage, or out of fear. The courier walked until he stood again upon the edge of the divide, the last road he would walk before the second battle for Hoover Dam. There, beside his feet, was a final package from one courier to another. A footlocker bearing a gift and a message. But that message, it is something for couriers to carry, and for them alone. The lights flickered across the divide, reminders that the old world histories persist and find meaning in the present. It said, war never changes. Men do, through the roads they walk. And this road has reached its end.
Short, sweet, to the point. That's not a footlocker, Ulysses. Oh! Fires of Armageddon. The divide broke cities, flayed skin from bone, and threatened to destroy the world, but you survived it and stopped it. You can put a single point into any of your special attributes. You also gain reputation with the followers of the Apocalypse and the Brotherhood of Steel for stopping another Armageddon. Hey. Hey. Put this... What was my plan? Agility. Yeah. Level up again. Did I read the skill books I got from that? Let me see. I can't. That's not gonna do anything. That's not gonna do anything. That's gonna no. Oh, well, it says it's a footlocker, but it's not really. Alright. First, I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff that I don't need. That. Those. I'll keep the auto inject, that stuff's pretty good. That. It's not like this container ever despawns, so. God, I got a lot of stealth boys from that. Two of these. What am I carrying here? All that lead. Why did I have a small burned book? What else am I carrying that's making me so heavy? Oh, these things are actually adding up. Oh, big book of science, don't need that. Alright, now what you have that I do want. So he gave me his flagpole, the Old Glory. Has higher critical hit chance and it's a melee weapon. He also left me his duster and mask, both of which I'm gonna wear. Isn't any noticeable goodies in here? Oh. So let me equip this and this. Yeah. Here we go. His duster, it has a 5% critical hit chance, and his mask has a 50 radiation resist, so they're both amazing. And now with that +1 to charisma, here we go, all 7s and 10s. Not too bad. Alright, so what was that last message? Here.
Last tape, last message. In case you best me. If you're hearing this, you have, through blood or word, this message and all that lies with it. It is for you, courier. If you want to know the why of things. This world, I've walked a good part of it. I stopped only because of you. What you did gave me pause. Long ago, I crossed the Colorado, the first among the Legion to see Hoover Dam in all its glory. An old world wall, yet bridging two sides. And beyond it, a symbol of a two-headed bear. An idea great enough to challenge Caesar himself. Might kill him taking it, whether he won or lost. The bull needs to fight, needs the challenge. Without it, it falters, dies in the dust. Might be a lesson there, in you and me. Leave the thought behind the message to you. My message is this. The destruction that has been wrought at the Divide, or elsewhere, if you couldn't stop me, it can happen again. It will keep happening. If war doesn't change, men must change, and so must their symbols. Even if it is nothing at all, know what you follow, courier. Just as I followed you to the end. Whatever your symbol, carry it on your back and wear it proudly when you stand at Hoover Dam.
Alright, so now I'm going to do one other thing. You can basically, if you're not interested, I'm going to go speak with Ulysses. He has some more stuff to add to the story. If you're not interested, feel free to skip to the next video or do whatever you want. But I'm going to go, he has a few more things to say. Alright, so back to Divide. Now, I forget where he said, I think he's, oh, there he is right there. nice and easy for me. Look, bro, we match.
Full circle. Walked your road. Now back again. Something else in you needing an answer.
What are you doing here?
A question one could have asked you not long ago, before walking the road west into the storms. Need to be here. See what was done. It's custom of the bear to never see the marks it claws in the land. Not my custom. Maybe that's why you've come too. Need to see where the missile from Ashton touched ground down below in Hopeville. The Courier's Mile.
What's the Courier's Mile? Is that where the I was there, dumbass. Why am
My
I
name
saying
for
that?
it. If you have a better one, you grant it. My choice in names won't carry past you and I. Lies along the road, running from the Hopeville silo, straight onto where the ground burns and wind howls even stronger than here.
What about the marked men?
That's part of why I'm here. Watch them. If they attack me, try to enter the Mojave. I answer. Not looking to kill them. Save them, if I can. There might be something saving in them. If not, then what I do is mercy, not murder.
The Vite's irradiated. Are you sure you want to stay here?
The invisible fires burn here. True enough. Still, to have helped carry out such an act, then not face it. Not my way. If my life burns out here, so be it. Until then, I wait and watch. See what the road brings.
I had other questions.
Something else in you needing an answer?
You tell was this where you're making camp?
Not a camp. Vigil, maybe. Never claimed it as mine. If anyone owns the divide, your claim is stronger than mine. Don't feel like adding a campfire to the ones that already burn below. If you brought Mojave gifts, might be able to shape something for the road.
Any recipes you can teach?
Depends what history has to say about them. There's a lot the land can provide, if you know the road that led to it. Mojave's got ways of healing most ills. If not, some tribes have usually found a way you didn't expect. Like healing powders. Tribes back west only use Xander and Rockflower. There's a way the twin mothers in the east used to brew it though. Called it bitter drink. Mixed up the Xander and Brock in a bottle. Added some kick to it, so your head doesn't get all clouded.
What's the history of it?
History. Cures a wound, leaves the bitterness that caused it. The twin mothers were always about lessons. Kaisar taught them the last one, though. So that's it for them. Recipe still exists. Legion uses it on forced marches with wounded soldiers. Wouldn't have made it through Crimson River Trail a few years back without it. Losing so much blood early on was a Cazador feast. Enough Xander root and Brock flour along the trail, though. The Legion was able to keep pace and get where they were going.
Can you share the recipe with me?
Can do that, and one better. Just enough around to mix some. Here. Might make the twin mother's history live a little longer. You carrying it. When you drink it, down it all in one shot, or your stomach's not going to want to keep going after the second drink.
I got your final message.
Didn't think I'd be breathing to hear you say that. Message isn't important. Meaning is. Had to speak of it, in case the words got lost in paper, ink, or others' voices. Maybe even yours in time. Still meant for you. Courier to courier. Belongs to you now. Or history. Doesn't matter.
Have you been to Hopeville since the Ashton missile hit?
Walk there sometimes. Keep the walks short. Still, it's important to see. Something else to answer for. Occasionally sift through the dust, the buildings. See if I can find some history, marks of America. If you want them, keep them. You've earned it. Nothing to be gained by me holding them. And more will surface in time.
50 rockets. 2 radaways. 4 rad-X. MREs. Free workbook. Okay. I want to hear more about Hoover Dam.
Old World Wall, run red with blood of bear and bull. It'll bleed more before the sun sets on the Mojave. That place and I have a past, owe it a debt, and it owes me. If your path takes you there, know you're not the only one. It's the wall by which this age will be measured, the gravestone of the Mojave. Old World never meant it as such.
I'm heading back to the Mojave to settle some things.
Can hear the weight in your feet. You're bound for that Old World wall, Hoover Dam. Maybe not now. In time,
I figure about 25
bear
episodes.
and bull shed too much blood there to let it go. Can't stop you from going. Wouldn't. A warning, though. The legate Linnaeus, whether Caesar stands or not, Linnaeus will come.
Who is he?
Linnaeus, butcher, monster, terror of the East. Not even his slaves have seen his face. Struck them blind so they can't. Wears a mask. Don't even know if it's the same man. He put Colorado to the sword. Broke the hangdogs by throwing their hounds upon the flames, so they might burn forever in the afterlife.
Why is he coming west?
To take Hoover Dam, Legion will need something as big as the Old World itself. Another symbol forged by history. Linnaeus carries all the terrors of the East with him. He's the myth, the weapon the Legion needs. When he arrives, he'll fall on Hoover Dam like a hammer. Break the bear in two.
Any idea how to beat him?
19 tribes could not do it. All the lights in Vegas cannot. His strength lies in his title, and it is his weakness. He will not fight a losing battle and destroy what he represents. Put the idea of loss in him. Convince him the bear will not be the 20th tribe beneath his heel. It will make him pause like nothing on earth. You do not need to convince him alone. Draw upon history. The past of other legates are not filled with victories. Remind Linnaeus of this.
He's talking about Graham.
There are other legates, and the one before Linnaeus couldn't take Hoover Dam for Caesar. That legate's mistake is he didn't die trying. His name was Joshua Graham. Answered for his failure. Twice, some say. Caesar had him burned and cast into the earth, into the largest canyon you've ever seen. Watched the flames trail all the way to the bottom. Somehow, Joshua walked away from that, went beyond Caesar's gaze. His footsteps trailing fire, walking from one hell, maybe to another. When one is ruined like Graham was, sometimes home is the only place left. If so, he went to New Canaan, Caesar's anger written on him like a book. Caesar's orders to the Frumentari were to watch for him, find Graham, kill him. Didn't try. Could've. No good would have come of it. Graham earned his life and his nature. It'll kill him more surely than any blade of the Legion. So, if you've heard word of it or seen sign of him, let it keep. Let his history keep.
So, just in case it wasn't clear. He's not only a courier, he's actually from Mentari, like Vulpes, that guy who had the like dog on his head. I remember that.
Then there's nothing more to be done. The Mojave awaits.
Later, Ulysses. You're cool. It looks so weird. Wait, I gotta get a good look at me. No, don't walk. I look cool. By cool, I mean I look dumb. Whatever. It works. I have crazy critical hit chances with all this. Back home. Alright, so, like I said, if you stuck around and got that little bit of... Why poison remove? Got that little bit of dialogue at the end there. Cool. I mean, it's always good to know the lore of these games. So, yeah, thanks for joining me. That's the end of the DLCs. So, come back. I'll have the next stuff up real soon, which is basically just beeline to the end of the game. I have to do a couple companion things, a couple of the main quest things, and that's it. But until then, bye.